Hello everyone. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel and leaving your positive or your negative comments. I'd like to say thank you, Denise, for letting me to do this video. It was disturbing. A man who never was a Jehovah Witness, he probably had not too much experience with Jehovah Witnesses. But what happened in the hospital, what we call hospitals, they call it something else. It shocked his world. He learned something about Jehovah Witnesses in a hard, cruel way that he was angry. He wanted to hurt the Jehovah Witness man just to shake him up for what he did to his wife and to his unborn child. What caused him to hate the witnesses, to hate their religion. So I'm going to play you what I was able to, besides reading it, I just highlight it, and I was able to turn the words into, you can hear it, and I recorded it for y'all to hear this. So I'm going to break it down a little bit here and there, but you'll get the full picture.
How a Jehovah's Witness refused blood transfusion for his pregnant wife till she died in Lagos. So, I was at a general hospital in Lagos while a heavily pregnant woman was rushed in on child labor. She was immediately taken to the theater, and after some minutes...
Okay. What they call theater is probably their emergency room, or where they take people that needs medical attention. So that kind of confused me, but it makes sense why they keep saying this word. Okay, let's keep going.
One of the doctors came out to request for the husband of pregnant lady. Doc, your wife is short of blood. She needs an immediate blood transfusion. Husband, same thing they said from the hospital. She has been in the last 3 days of labor.
3 days in labor. In another hospital, the first hospital, they told him at that time, in front of her, she needs blood. She needs it now. So that's the reason they're at the second hospital. Now, I'm going to jump ahead just a little bit. They was going to try to get her to go to another hospital that was more efficient, that could help her without using blood. So let's continue to the end, and you see exactly why she never made it.
We are Jehovah Witness. We don't accept unknown blood. Doc, this is highly important to save your wife's life and the unborn baby. Husband, we have worked for the Lord with all our strength. He can't fail us. She can't die.
So, one more thing. If his wife died and the newborn child died because of no blood, would that make Jehovah a false god? Because these elders in the watchtower convinced them that Jehovah will protect you no matter what. So, let's continue.
Doc, I may need to proceed forcefully if you don't accept. Husband, then be ready to face the law in court. So the doctor went back to the theater, asked the woman if she has another relative close by who can sign to receive blood while she was wheeled out of the theater. The woman cried with her pale eyes and begged the husband to allow the doctor's transfuse, but he refused blood.
She begged to receive blood to save her life and their unborn child that was suffering, not getting enough oxygen, and the stuff that goes through there, the food and stuff for this child to develop and grow into a healthy baby. It was deprived of lack of blood. And of course her blood level was helping to keep that child alive to a certain degree and to keep her alive. So it was a strain on her for being pregnant when she was already lost a bunch of her blood. Let's continue.
I was so angry and I walked up to him. Tried convincing, but he was so adamant and stubborn. Some months later, the doctors asked him to take his wife to Lutheran for better health care facilities that could condone non-blood transfusion. He was requested to get an ambulance for transportation. To my surprise, this nigga got a Volvo stretcher ambulance meant for dead people. Gosh, so angry at this point. Called a couple of people around and I aided a quick release of a proper life-saving ambulance, while wheeling this woman to the ambulance after wasting about 4 hours. She gave up in tears and was later confirmed that the unborn baby also died. Wow, what a wicked world in the name of a borrowed religion. Then the husband bursted into tears. I didn't do much. I moved close, looked straight into his eyes, slapped and gave him a couple of kicks which later threw the whole general hospital into chaos. I later reminisced over it the following day and asked myself these questions. Why would I allow my loved one die in the name of a religion? Should the religion save lives or kill?
Exactly. Is religion supposed to save people's lives so they won't be destroyed in this wicked world, when Watchtower has proven to be a wicked religion, depriving the members the everlasting blood that gives us life to keep our body working properly. And he deprived that blood because of false doctrine of Jehovah Witnesses. They got it from the governing body. This man was there and he saw his wife died and their unborn child died with the mother, or the child died first and the mother died second. Either way, it was doomed for both of them. She didn't have enough blood to keep the baby alive and to keep her alive. People, that's the reason we do these videos. To stop endless people from dying. I can't blame that man. Wanted to hurt that man so bad for letting his family die right in front of his face. So that guy, he felt more compassion for that woman and her unborn child than the husband himself. That's the reason he wanted to beat the hell out of this man. Letting your wife and your child die for a false religion. And we know it's false. We have done so much research and nothing we found was fake and was lying and it was misguiding us. Everything backed up to be 100% truth. And like I said before, none of us would be making these videos. None of us would wanted to piss off the Almighty Jehovah. For what? For what pleasure? Because we got stood up by a girlfriend that was a Jehovah Witness. We got mad at an elder because he gave us a bad report on our talk. You know, we could come up with all kinds of excuses all night long. What they would say, what would make us to behave this way. We behave in this way because this corporation, publishing company, that's all it is. To sell books, magazines, to make them rich, and we are the ones paying for the magazines, used to, paying for our time, our gas, and our energy to serve a false religion that has done nothing to proven they ever been honest to any of us. I don't feel sorry for this man, because if this Jehovah was a forgiving God, if he was real, he had to have a heart not wanting this man to lose his wife and his unborn child. I mean, hey, couldn't the guy and his wife put out a bunch of more hours? She could become a pioneer. He could become a pioneer if they was allowed to take blood to save their lives. I mean, wouldn't that be a worthy favor? Let me live. Let my wife, child live. And I'll dedicate more hours for you, Jehovah. Jehovah's not a real God, people. Should have asked Jeffrey Jackson, or you should have seen his broadcast. I have the recording. Bunch of people has the videos. You're worshiping a false god. You let your families die for a false god. Can't even give hope of any kind to resurrect any loved ones who died for this false religion. Only Christ and the power that is in His hands can raise the dead. And they all believe that their God Jehovah is the one going to be resurrecting all these Jehovah Witnesses. I'm glad this guy put this information out, and I'm going to share the link in the descriptions so you can see for yourself. This is not a made up thing to bring down Watchtower to make Jehovah's Witnesses to be evil. All these things are real. If there was nobody dying for these false blood doctrines, Jehovah's Witnesses wouldn't be making on the news. No one would be dying in this false religion. And like I said, could you imagine this guy, or that could have been you, or someone you know, come to you, say, what I saw today made me realize how evil and corrupt Jehovah's Witnesses are. He let his wife and his unborn child die in front of his eyes, and saying that Jehovah will not let her die. And he did. Or the guy was wrong about his God Jehovah. Thank you very much. I know it was a small video, but I'll tell you one thing. Real truth never will be found in Watchtower when you become a Jehovah's Witness. Truth has always been in the Bible, not the one they made and say it's superior to all the Bibles. All the Bibles in the world, I'll give them between 50, 75%, 85%, and there could be some out there be closer to, I'm going to say 90%, 99%. But the book that Watchtower put out, what they call Bible, I'm going to call it minus 100%. Minus 100%. It will have to go all the way down to 0 and to go up to be positive. Just like a thermometer. Jehovah's Witnesses, you have 100% negative, lying Bible. So corrupt, it helps you to sacrifice your children, your loved ones, for this false, fake, corrupt, dangerous cult. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see y'all later. Good night, y'all.